how clever you are. Ready? Go. Up there. Oh, okay. Right. Don't want to like mum shame. I really don't want to do that. But hold him there and then goes to sleep. It's very cute. Have an open relationship with your child and you communicate and tell them things that is their normal. That's what you'll get in return. Not nice. And I told you to be nice to Kyan in reverse.
Too young to know our love would expire.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for tuning into this video. So why you clicked on this video would have been maybe for two reasons. One, because you are really crap at making cakes and you really want an easy cake that is like no effort at all. That will come later. And two, because you are a mother, I take it, and you want to hear about the baby update. So we're going to do a baby update today. I haven't done one in a few months because I've been really slack. There's no other excuse for it. But I have been keeping up with her milestones and everything like that and writing them down. So we're going to go through that. A lot has changed, hasn't it, sweetie? Yeah, so today's Landon's birthday. He is at school today, so it's his 8th birthday. And I promised him that I would make him a cake. Now, I shouldn't have done that. I'm really not a cake maker. It's not a skill of mine, and so I've found a recipe for this really simple quick one that basically, fingers crossed, should save my life essentially. So I'm gonna try that after. We have a whole bunch of people working outside in the backyard. They're doing the pool, finishing up the pool and doing the landscaping now, so that's in full swing. So I don't really want to go downstairs and like be loud and project my voice to a camera because they just keep looking in, but it just makes me uncomfortable when people are around my house. They're not like staring in or anything. They're like being professional and whatever else, but it's hard not to recognize each other. If you keep up with my videos, you will notice that my house is semi-clean most of the time and orderly. And that is because my baby that's because Kingsley couldn't move. What? My leg's there. You can't just get angry because my leg's there. You know, she was just this peaceful little thing that would sit in the one spot and not move. Oh, you just hit your own head. That will hurt. What do you want? What do you want? Do you want mum to sit? Sit on mum. Oh, so what you want? You want this? Is that good? Okay. That then. Anyway, so yeah, she was peaceful, she couldn't move, she'd just play, you know, that sort of thing. And now she has started crawling, and so the house is a mess. She is changed her personality quite a lot. Well, I think it was always there. I've said in other videos, like even like months ago, that she's just really like quite aggressive. She can get quite aggressive and stuff, and like anger, like just frustrated. She's just the devil spawn, basically, is what I think she is. She growls a lot. She is very agitated, like when you take toys off. She's just not the same. She's just, I don't know what way to put this nicely. Yeah. Let's just leave it at that. So, okay, so now Kingsley is 9 months. She is 9 months and about a week. So, a few milestones of Kingsley's. I'm going to try not to get distracted, but it's really hard to not get distracted with her. She started crawling on her 9 month, exactly to the day. So that was pretty cool. And she was commando crawling for 2 weeks before that. So she hasn't commando crawled in a week, and she's really good at it. Yeah, like she's crawling really well. I thought she's got 6 teeth now. Her teeth come through at 7 months, her 2 first front teeth. Her 2 first teeth come through at 7 months. Now, she is normally a really good baby with sleep, self-settling, all of that, sleeping through the night, all of that sort of stuff. But when she teethes, you know, it all just goes out the window. And she's in a lot of pain. So she just got her last set. So she just got her 5th and 6th tooth come through at the same time. So she's back to self-settling, back to sleeping really well again. But last week was hell. Her 2 first front teeth, I've mentioned this a few times in the videos. You hurt yourself. were in fact her fangs. They come through first. So I got the doctor to check that, and they basically said that that was fine, that baby's teeth come through it all different. I've never seen it before. It's not common, but yeah, it sort of matches the devil spawn thing that I was saying. But anyway, she got her fangs first, so that, you know, they come through at any order, so it doesn't really matter. She is weight bearing, so she's starting to pull herself up on things and do that sort of thing, which is pretty cool. Yeah, so apart from that, I mean, she's eating well, she's sleeping all night. Yeah, she's going down for about 2 sleeps a day, and they're about an hour and a half each sleep, so an hour and a half, an hour and 45 minutes, so that's pretty good. And she's going down by herself, but the saving grace, and I've said this in a few videos, is her sleep comforter, so that puts her to sleep. So she'll go berserko, and as soon as I give her sleep comforter, which we call Bam, she just like holds him there and then goes to sleep. It's very cute. So that's Bam, and he stinks like crap. And Bam, we need to probably buy a new Bam, because it's always helpful to have 2, because one was in the wash the other day and we had to give it to her wet, didn't we? So you would sleep. Okay, so I don't want to be, you know, one of those judgmental mums or anything like that. I don't want to like mum shame. I really don't want to do that. But I also know that like you shouldn't believe everything that goes on social media. So I've had obviously 3 kids now and that sort of thing, and there was a girl on social media that did her 8-month baby update, and it was a boy, and she said at 8 months he is, you know, waving, which potentially he could be like 100%, definitely not questioning that, and that he is saying Amber, and that's her name. And I just don't, like, I just haven't spoken to anyone about this except my husband, and he doesn't respond. And he can be quite, like, cynical as well, I guess. Critical, cynical, whatever it is. I just don't know if I fully believe that. And I think that if it was believable, like, if it actually happened, wouldn't you be posting that on social media? Because, like, isn't an 8-month-old baby saying Amber around the house, like something to post if you're posting everything else? It just made me feel a little bit like, oh my gosh, what's wrong with my baby? Why is my baby not saying Courtney? Yeah, like, so basically what I'm saying is there's a lot of things that are posted on social media that you just can't compare your children. One, I don't entirely know if I trust it, and that's something that you need to be aware of as well. And I'm like in a dark spot right here. There. And 2, I just think, no. Like, yeah, I just think it's, then you start thinking, well, what's wrong with my baby? Why is my baby just growling at me and not saying Courtney? You know? Why? Like, what's wrong with you? Huh? What's wrong with you, darling? Nothing's wrong with you. You're perfect. But yeah, like, do you know what I mean? It's just, she's not doing any of that at this stage, is all I'm saying. No. And, yeah, I mean, I don't want to, like, call that lady a liar, but maybe it is true. But I think maybe also, like, people like to make stuff up or hear what they're saying. Like, she's definitely, like, I feel like she said a few words. She definitely says mum. She calls, like, me mum. She does say that, but I feel like she said a few words like copying, like potentially, but then again, like that could be like the Amber situation and you just think, oh, she said Courtney, like she didn't. But, you know, I think you just want to believe that she's saying words, and half the mumble just sounds like words, I guess. Yeah, I don't know, but none of my babies have spoken this early. And I remember Landon at his 18-month check could say every single word. Like, he was unbelievable, full sentences. He's very articulate in his communicating now, and he's 8. So, you know, each baby's different, but I don't even think he was saying words at 8 months. I just don't believe it. What? All right, so now that I've had my little, you know, rant about my life, I think it's time to go downstairs. So I wanted to show you one thing that I'm in the middle of doing that I've spoken about on other videos. So Kingsley's playroom is now ready. So Ivy's moved upstairs with Pia and they're sharing a room. So this will be Kingsley's playroom. I'll show you. Don't mind it. At the moment, it's just like Christmas presents and like all these balloons are for Landon's birthday this afternoon. So just ignore that. So this is going to be her playroom. That bed's going next week. That's going to be thrown out. And I'm getting some furniture for this room. So that's nearly done. Oh, really?
Carefully to the edge of the pool on a towel, watching Max go to spin. Emma's friend Karen swam in the shallow end of the pool, just like Bonnie.
What are you eating today? You're eating some cucumber, some smoked salmon. We've got a prawn there, mango, cheese, and her favourite thing in the world, olives. I try not to give her too many olives just because they are high in sodium, and she shouldn't probably be having a lot, but she does like 1 or 2 every day. They're like lollies to her, aren't they? Oh, darling. Okay, fine. One thing at a time then. I should have known. I know that about you. Go on. Good girl. Eat your prawn. There's the pool guy out there. It's awkward, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, so now while Kingsley's eating, I'm just going to make myself like a eggplant puree type thing on bread and with some toppings on it for lunch because I'm hungry. And then we are going to get started with the cake, I think. Okay, so you're going to preheat the oven at 200 degrees. Get your whole eggplant and cut it in half long ways. I then drizzle some olive oil on the eggplant just so that it doesn't burn in the oven and it doesn't cook dry. You're going to put 2 tablespoons of olive oil and 2 teaspoons of hulled tahini sauce in the food processor. And here I have half a lemon juice. So while we're waiting for our eggplant, we're going to cut up all the toppings on top of the toast. So I'm going to have some olives here and some tomato. I also ended up putting smoked salmon on it. Wait, hold up here. The baby just needs me for 1 second. You're pig. Okay, back to it. So by now, the eggplants should have been in the oven for about 15 minutes. So they're ready to come out. You're just going to take all the flesh from the inside of the eggplant and add it to the food processor, giving it a really good blend and making sure you put a little bit of salt in. That's basically it. Here I have some gluten-free bread that I'm going to use as I am gluten-free, but you don't have to use gluten-free bread. But this whole recipe and most of them that I make are all gluten-free. So that's about it for here, guys. I also forgot to put on the glazed balsamic vinegar, but that's what I would do if I had my time over and was thinking straight.
In the sky.
Hello. Where are you going? So now I'm going to try and do Landon's cake as best as I can anyway. It's not too hard, so I'm just going to get into it and show you what I mean. It is a rainbow. It said to buy a white chocolate mud cake from Coles with this on it. And I'm going to cut the top off and trim it into like a flat shape. I'll do some voiceover in this part because I don't think I'm going to be able to talk. The baby's coming towards the camera, so I'll talk to you at the end of this. And fingers crossed that we get this done. So, oh, my back is killing me. This is what we got for Landon for his birthday. It really wasn't too much because he wanted money. Pretty good with his money. So he picked a few things. So we don't really have too much, but I've only got the boys for 3 hours tonight. It's their dad's night, so they're at their dad's. So they're going to be here at about 5, and then I'll drop them home at 8:30. I'm going to take them to time zone, so we'll do that. So I just got him a whole bunch of these Aikido things. They're like little minifigures. They're like the newest craze at the moment. They're little minifigures that like battle together, and you can get like different transition. What is that? I got him some gujitsus. They're like, what are they called? They're like, got goo inside of them, and they're like stretchy. It's almost like, I don't know, a stress ball, but they're like little figures and they all do different things. Also, like it's really, with the boys, it's difficult because their birthday is so close to Christmas. Not this one, sweetie. Mummy needs this one. It's okay. Play with the skincare. Yeah, what was I saying? Sorry. So, yeah, it's difficult for the boys because their birthday's so close to Christmas. I wonder, like, obviously, you know, it is difficult for other parents as well that have their kids' birthday so close to Christmas. Like, what do you buy them? Like, I feel like I bought everything that they wanted and they don't want anything else. Like, even Landon, he wanted money today. Like, he didn't, where's she going? Yeah, I'm gonna, and especially if, you know, the whole Santa thing, you know, what do you do there? What do you do there? If they don't, you just go out and spend money for the sake of it, I guess. And I hate doing that because the toys end up getting damaged, ruined, broken, or they just don't play with them. So it's like wasted money in my opinion. But yeah, my eldest is 10 now. So that issue is not going to be, I guess, one for, oh, I'm going to go get the baby. Like, so I just don't know when the right time is to tell older kids, you know, I'm going to talk in code here, but I just don't know when the right time is to tell older kids the realities of Christmas and Easter and stuff like that, actually, because I did try and tell my eldest about Easter and everything that, you know, comes with it. And he, like, seriously, like, bawled his eyes out. He didn't take it very well. So then I freaked out and told him I was joking. And so we're all good again. Yeah, I just, on the internet, it basically says, you know, by now, I guess, he's going into year 5. It's one of those situations, he's not going to be watching this or anything, but I want to, like, I'm very open with my children and I tell them basically everything about me, just how I parent. And that's what makes me and them close. We don't judge each other. We're very open. We're just very open with each other. So I feel bad sort of withholding the truth because I know when he finds out, he's probably going to be angry at me for lying. That's just sort of the way it is, but I did try and tell him, and I guess that's the only thing that you can do. So he's not ready to know yet, and I think that that's really what I need to be going off as a parent, is like, are they ready? And he's clearly not. I would love to know when is the right time. What are we meant to do here? What's right? I mean, I don't think anything in parenting is right or wrong. I am a firm believer in if you have an open relationship with your child and you communicate and tell them things, that that is their normal and that is how you will, that's what you'll get in return. So after all that with that cake, I ended up doing the cake wrong because Kingsley, oh, she's going to see it on the balcony, because Kingsley ended up screaming and it was near her bedtime. So I ended up not color coordinating the rainbow. So the Smarties are all random, but it looks okay, I guess. It looks okay. If I had time over and I didn't have a baby, like, you know, that I have to constantly watch, I would have color coordinated that, but I don't think he's going to notice or care. I love love you. Hello.
Hi.
Happy birthday to you. Of course you can open them. Are you going to open them here in the hallway?
No. Venom. Venom. Funko Pop. It's Met Strikers. Special vending.
Special.
No, you can't open them up.
What about last week?
Yeah, he didn't let when he got paperbacks for his birthday. He didn't even let me open up one.
That's not nice.
And you got like 7.
Well, next year we're not. Well, you can open one. Thank you, Landon. I told you to be nice to Kyan in reverse.
Yeah, but he's not keeping them.
No, he doesn't want to keep them, but you opened his last week. Anyway.
He be's rude to me. Is the only day on 1 week I have to be nice to him.
No, he's
Well,
all.
I hope you weren't rude because he was really kind to you on his birthday. He let you open most of his booster packs, or half of them at least.
4 out of
He's been
7.
to me every day.
Alright, so presents have been opened and the boys are just having a little bit of iPad time because that's what they want to do, and I think they've missed out today because it's their birthday, so they don't get it at their dad's. So they're having about 15 minutes before John gets home and Kyan's playing with the baby. And then we are going to have the cake and go to time zone, and I am bloody exhausted already. So that brings me to the end of today's vlog. I'll see you in the next one and have a good night. Happy birthday, dear Landon. Sing.
Happy
Happy birthday to you.
Hip hip!
Right.
Hip hip!